It's been nearly 3 years since I've touched this game. In fact, it's been 3 years since I think I even opened this game. Oh, it's about to be 4 years. Holy shit. The last time I made a video on this was January 7th, nearly 4 years ago, 2021. I didn't know it was that long. Of course, I was uploading on my gaming channel, DruuuWu. That's this channel here. A lot of people don't realize this is actually my gaming channel, so please subscribe if you're not already. I think everyone just sees me with the same background and assumes this is my main channel still. I think this might be the first time I can actually load up this game without wanting to throw myself off a bridge. Well, nice to see that all the little loading screens are about the same. All right, here we are. Man, it's been a minute. So obviously, I guess it's been 4 years, so there's been so many updates, so many DLCs. Actually, I don't have one of those DLCs. Dang it, I have to go buy this. I'm very lucky that winter sale is going on right now. Obviously, it's a Paradox game, so I spent literally an arm and a leg to get all the new expansions. So obviously, I'm here because I want to see how much has changed, especially after that new DLC was just released. It seems like everyone is ranting and raving about Hearts of Iron 4 again. It's been a while since I've seen very positive over here. I want the most crazy things to happen, so get that historical AI off. Time to type the all too famous word here, observe. Like the new Hilter pick, absolutely love some of these new map modes I'm seeing. Ideology, population, obviously factions, that's always been there. One of my favorite new things though is just how fast the game runs, and also the fact that like window pop-ups don't just freeze everything. So hard to make these videos back in the day because every time a dang pop-up window would show, it would stop the timeline and I had to close the window, press play again. I don't think I've seen that general before. Oh man, a blue Congo. Wait, has that nation always been here? I don't remember this dude ever before. He's non-aligned, nice hat. Obviously the Italians already going pretty hard after Ethiopia. Was this the old school Bhutan flag with like the green dragon? And just like that, we already got chaos. We got the military rising up against the no-no Germans. I remember this man so much. So will Hilter himself be able to crush this rebellion? This has already happened and it's only been a couple months into the first year. I can't imagine how crazy this timeline's gonna get. Well, we stopped them up here. Why is Olan flashing red now? Oh boy, things are really not looking good for Adolf. Will there still be a Spanish Civil War? Oh yeah, Berlin is definitely falling. Okay, so we're certainly going to get a like a monarchist something Germany, imperialist Germany again. That also will mean a collapse of a pretty big faction. No Axis faction in this world. Just the Allies, which France is not a part of the Allies, and the Comintern. I'm definitely rooting for Tanu Tuva to come out on top. Okay, so the Italians actually won their war against the Ethiopians, and German Reich is dead. Yeah, the fact that it's not taking me an hour to get through the first year is incredible. All right, Mexico's gonna go ahead and do the same thing. Mexico won't be able to protest the Anschluss in this world, maybe because they're the ones that are going to get Anschluss. This is the Mexican Republic, or a democratic Mexico, trying to fight up against the, well, non-aligned one. Also, there is still going to be a Spanish Civil War. Wow, Franco does not look good at all in this Spanish Civil War. Wait, who the hell is that? Military junta, where is Franco? I've never thought I'd say those words in my entire life. I was so sick of seeing that So it's the military rising up against the democratic Spain, but that democratic Spain doesn't look so democratic soon. Also, another civil war in Latvia too. That is a communist uprising. Not sure I've ever seen that man before. I'm a little afraid I'm not going to be able to keep up with this world. There's already so much chaos. Yeah, like I said, there's already so much chaos. We have another Russian civil war, the provisional Russian government. I'm assuming that is not the Tsar. That's a non-aligned movement, but they look kind of communist. There's no way this revolt can be that powerful, right? It's rising up in Siberia. Like all the people are over this way. What the hell happened to Germany? Oh my god. Okay, so Germany's ended up going communist here. So that's yes. What are even the factions beginning to look like? Okay, nothing new just yet. Although there is now the European Combine. What is that? Oh, so the Soviets formed this with the Latvian uprising. Maybe the Germans will join that too as a fellow socialist nation. Does Austria always start off with the old flag? It's been a minute. That isn't, I don't know. Obviously, the only nation that is helping the fascist uprising, or I guess the non-aligned military Spanish uprising, is Italy, of course. How did the military just become socialist overnight? Did they get voted out or what? War in China, but it is not with the Japanese just yet. The Chinese are going to attempt to rise up and take all the other territory back, I suppose. Okay, they're actually fighting two different warlords. Also, we need to keep an eye on Mao. What does Mao do in this situation? And we now have an independent Ukraine. Again, I don't even know what this world's gonna throw at me anymore. China took one state. Another civil war. This time, this is absolutely okay. I haven't seen so many memes talk about how like the insanity of like non-historical Hearts of Iron 4 at this point. It's funny because I remember back in the day, like I wanted the most insane things to happen. I wanted just complete chaos. But to be honest, I was not prepared for all this. We have fascist Finland rising up against normal Finland. World tension's only at 17% so far. We now have a Turkmenistan that has popped up. So is this just going to be a Soviet Union that collapses like, well, when Russia did in 1991, except it's before World War II times. Holy crap, look at that, Spain. China won another, grabbing 7 states. So maybe Catalonia, Carlist Spain. Is that monarchist Spain? No, that's a non-aligned Spain. Then we have like this the democratic side. There's this non-aligned side. I don't even know what that portrait is. Okay, just let the Muslims take back this peninsula. I can't deal with it. Okay, Mexico, the Mexican Republic won the Civil War in Mexico. So that means that they're, well, oh, that just stays the same. Okay, we've got Alf Landon in charge of the U.S. And who's going to deal with all this chaos happening in Europe? Is it going to be you, Neville? Because I don't really trust you that much. Who is he going to appease in this world, I wonder? And interesting, we do have a fascist Finland on our hands. Whoa, look at that flag. That's crazy. Several uprisings occurring all over former Soviet territory. We have Turkmenistan, Tajikistan here. Also, I don't think I'm going to pronounce that one. Yeah, this is literally, people just did not like communism, I guess, in this world in the USSR. They're all like, nah, we out of here. We don't want to be part of your union anyways. Okay, so the military side of Spain has been crushed. I think the Spanish just have to take it. Well, what is this again? The Regional Defense Council of Aragon. That's not even Catalonia. That flag is so ugly, though. There are just so many profile pictures now, which is like a group of dudes around a table, which I mean, I kind of like, but I don't know. I like seeing faces. I don't want to see just like some Illuminati group or something. Maybe they'll eventually elect a face. Ooh, that's already a pretty big China. I don't know what Hirohito is going to do with all that. Spanish Directory was annexed, and there it goes. China's going after Mao. Chiang Kai-shek is going to get his revenge. Oh man, now he's there's having to fight even more. Oh yeah, China's going to unite, I think. Now Crimea's independent. When does it end? What even is that? Wait, is it Finland want that? Again, just to remind people, it's only 1938. There's the results of the Second Russian Civil War in the 20th century. Obviously, the provisional Russian government just took everything. Interestingly, not all those states that, well, actually, a lot of them did. I was gonna say the people that did rise up, they're so far as keeping their independence. So is this provisional Russian government now gonna try to take stuff back, like Turkestan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, all of them, all the stands, all the Ukraines. That's not Ukraine, that's Belarus. But yeah, it's interesting. They're not aligned, but they seem very communist. Oh, they are trying to take that stuff back. They're already going to war for it. So this is what Hirohito took. He took this little area. Bam, they immediately eliminate. Oh, they're going like literally one. Oh, this is just like the Russian Civil War. So they're literally going to go to war. They probably have war claims and just take everything back. We'll see if they can actually take Ukraine though. Spain seems to be wrapping up this civil war in Iberia. Okay, they're getting more land. Very interesting because we have a fascist Mussolini in the Allies with France and the UK. Also the Habsburg alliance between Hungary and Austria again. Those are the only 2 factions on the map so far. We also have the Mexican Soviet Republic that just occurred. So they fought that civil war. How are these nations just turning communist when like they were non-aligned? I guess there's a lot of explanations for that. I can't even really begin. Yeah, this ideology map mode is really going to be nice in this world with so much going on. So most places are still democratic, but fascism still rules. Obviously the Italian Peninsula, Albania, Finland, Iceland. Why just Iceland? How did Iceland get their independence? And of course the 2 places here in, wow, Ecuador look like they got a little bit bigger. Peru and Venezuela. The Allies are looking really good, but that's also because they have Mussolini on their side. Is that Mussolini? Oh, it's a different guy. What'd they do with Mussolini? Dino. That guy just sounds like he's in the mafia. Okay, no wonder fascist Italy joined France. Okay, there goes Aragon. So Spain is actually going to come out on top. This man somehow is going to get the dub. Look, the Italians continue to get more and more of this coastline. I feel like they're about to go to war with Yugoslavia soon. We might still be in for a very powerful Russia because they're getting a lot of this stuff back, and they pretty much got all their big stuff. Well, they probably need Ukraine though eventually. And all right, I think well, this is not really a world war. This is definitely not a world war. We certainly have, because the Italians just allied to the Allies, so that would help them against their war against the Balkans, as well as Turkey. So they still want revenge on Turkey. They didn't get the Ottoman. Oh, wow, the Turks were democratic. The Yugoslavians aren't technically involved in this war. It's just Romania and Turkey so far. All of Spain is dead. This is technically the British war, the British-Romanian war. We have the Danish Iceland. Okay, so Iceland gained they went fascist and pulled away from Denmark. Communist China still hasn't been defeated, weirdly. And then here's a new one. We have a German-Austrian war. So an Anschluss, but it's a forced Anschluss. They're going after, wow, this is weird because, you know, these 2 were kind of brothers, Austria-Hungary and Germany on the opposite sides, but they were cool in World War I. Man, things really do not look good for Turkey. This is exactly what a lot of the Western European powers wanted to do the Ottomans in the first place. They finally are going to get their revenge. The Germans seem to be handling their brother Austria pretty easily. I remind people, the world tension's only at 19% right now. It doesn't feel like 19%. Yeah, and somehow Mao has not been destroyed, but it looks like it's gonna be close. German-Austria was puppeted and German-Hungary was puppeted. Also, this war for Turkey's over. So perhaps Mussolini wasn't able to form like a neo-Roman empire, but maybe this Dino guy can. Japan. I mean, he's already a lot further along than Mussolini, while the Allies just continue to expand now that Turkey's been collapsed. I mean, Turkey's not dead yet, but they're pretty much, they might as well be. Also, we have the proletariat. Okay, this is pretty much what Karl Marx wanted. He wanted Germany to be the main communist nation in the world. This is just a Karl Marx world, I think. We also have Mexico going after Central American nations. Oh, these guys are all united. Oh, Peru and Ecuador, white peace. Oh, bam, they won Guatemala very easily. And Poland, I think, just became fascist. No, they actually became a monarch again, and they are allied to Lithuania, so we might see a Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth that pops up. Look at how horrific the Baltics is looking. Kingdom of Livonia? What the hell are you wearing, a mop? Oh, dang, look at Ireland! United Ireland. Let me guess, Neville gave him that? Of course it was Neville. Man, appeasement for the Irish too. Now Mexico just took over El Salvador. Wow, this is looking like a very scary Mexico. And they're still going after nations. Honduras is next. What the hell is that? What? How? I'm scared. Japanese... Why would Japanese Russia, you're fascist, so you're a puppet? Yeah, you are a puppet. This is the man, I guess, that Japan put in charge of Russia. How the hell did Hirohito just do that like that? So he has Japanese Russia, and of course he still has his other puppets here in Manchuria. What the heck? I am so confused. It's literally about to be 1940. So we kind of have the Japanese single-handedly bringing back fascism, although why is Japan not fascist? I guess they're oh, did you? What the heck? That's right, you don't have your old flag. Okay, so Hirohito's non-aligned, but he still has all these fascist nations around. Spain permanently went communist. We have a lot more democratic nations than ever before. Poland annexed peacefully Lithuania, forming the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth. And again, Mexico just does not stop. I think they're going to go all the way down to the Panama Canal. Oh yeah, they definitely are. And now Portugal has, for some reason, entered a war with China, or against China. Oh, that's right. They're trying to keep Macau. Oh, there's no way that goes well for you. Well, they're already gone. Wow, freaking Mao lasted longer than Portugal down there. But to be fair, Macau is pretty small. All right, looks like the U.S. has had enough of the Mexican aggression. They are going in after Mexico. They probably were not a fan. The Mexicans almost controlled the Panama Canal, which is obviously a very economic, important place. Everyone's still trying to fight Romania for whatever reason. They are doing invasions through the Black Sea. Man, well, these general portraits are really funny to look at. What happened to MacArthur? Where is MacArthur, USA? Did you nuke him? Please tell me you used MacArthur as a nuclear experiment. Is the U.S. drawing front lines? Why against Canada? That's interesting. A lot of the world is very democratic, so I think we're going to have to start to see democracies versus democracies. Will the U.S. just take this for themselves, or will they free all the Central American nations and then make Mexico just be non-aligned again, or democratic? I think the latter. Uh-oh, the British are decolonizing. Holy crap. Iraq's here, Egypt's here, Sudan's here, Tanzania. Uh-oh. Yeah, okay, the British are just straight up decolonizing at this point, which explains why Ireland is united again. Costa Rica was puppeted. Oh, okay, I think... America just went demon mode. Yes, America straight up just went demon mode, I guess. They might be attacking Canada next, which I don't know what, they're still democratic. Is this rising their fascism? I don't think so. I like this guy's actually smiling in Brazil. That's cute. Somehow Romania is actually stopping all the allies, which is amazing. Oh, everyone's after Czechoslovakia next. Pretty much all of the German faction at this point. Lithuania are fighting Estonia. Again, there's only there's actually three major factions because Finland is fascist, and then Iceland, I guess, gained their independence. They are also fascist. So, of all places in the world, it's the Nordics that are really holding on to fascism, weirdly. But Dino, my boy's still here. Yes. Okay, so the Allies are finally fighting this communist German pact, basically. Czechoslovakia was allowed to join, so let's see. The front lines are really going to be along the Italian and Austrian side, and then obviously the French moving through the Maginot Line. But this is a world where the British are not that strong. They've been giving up a lot of land. I mean, they might be kind of strong, but I can't imagine them too strong. Oh, well, right now, a lot of these places were just given their independence, or are these puppets? They're still puppets, but they're its own thing at least. They're one step closer to becoming straight up independent. Germany, what have you gotten yourself into? I mean, I know that normally when you fight world wars like this, it's you versus the world, but this is getting a little ridiculous. At least you have Denmark on your side, but you might even have the Japanese coming after you soon enough. That's stupid. How'd you mess this up so bad? You might have gotten Mexico on your side, but yeah, the US took care of that. Actually, it's possible that FDR, who's just been voted in, FDR could attack Canada, then help the Germans here. Imagine that, a communist alliance to fight the British and other empires. French Empire. I hesitate to say the British Empire because they don't really look the same. All right, so World War is definitely happening. World tension's about to explode. It already is exploding. So Yugoslavia got called in. That's going to be huge. Oh, you got Sweden on your side too. I don't even think this is an ideological battle happening here in World War II. This is more of just like people versus the British, French, and Italians. It's just an old school war. They just don't even like each other. There we go. Pakistan just become independent. Sorry, I should stop saying that. It is a puppet right now. The only thing left, oh, there goes Bangladesh. We just need Myanmar and India. There's a couple more, I think. Portugal's just been annexed by who? Oh, Portugal also just went communist. What did you take? Okay, Portugal's still here. I think they just lost Macau. Oh, and the okay, so Iberia, are you going to help out your homie Germany or what? Because Germany really needs your help right now. This is getting ridiculous. Then again, the Balkans seem to be holding their own for the most part. Oh, well, that's the problem. The United Kingdom just punched out Denmark and now they're invading from the north. Yeah, world tension's at 95%. It's 1941. Look at Mao. He's continuing to kick, somehow still surviving. Okay, the Germans were successful in calling in Poland, Lithuania. The problem is Germany's really not looking good right now. You still need, oh my gosh, and White Finland's taking out the north of Sweden. You just need the USA. That's the only possibility. But will wheelchair Roosevelt join in? I don't actually know if he's in a wheelchair this universe. He might not. He might not have polio. Anything's possible. Oh boy. Okay, a lot of people are going to war with the Brits. A lot of people just joined, I think, the other faction, Venezuela and Chile. What is that? The Nordic League. Norway isn't even fighting any. How did you get into that? There's some random factions popping up on the world. It's basically everyone versus this allied faction. That's the biggest thing. Well, that's not true. Proletariat. The problem is there's communists in this faction that aren't actually communists. And again, the allies have a fascist nation on their side here. Wow, look at those glasses. I don't see how Germany can possibly make this worse for themselves, but they might because yeah, the US might want to come after them. Is it just because Germany's like the only real big communist nation? Is that what's really pissed everyone off? This is overall just called the German-French War. And the German side has 3 million men lost versus 2.8. It seems pretty close, but yeah, obviously the allies are winning here. Is the war goal to puppet Yugoslavia? Empire of the Sands. And then Argentina, I think Argentina's fascist. Hey, there's India. Oh, that's over here. Is that Djibouti? All right, yeah, we do have a fascist Argentina. They're helping Peru now. They did take Uruguay. Norway's going after fascist Iceland. I don't know, something about this guy just smiling. That just makes my heart nice and warm. All this chaos, millions dying, but he's having a blast. Oh my goodness, Bulgaria has been ran through. Yugoslavia's doing a good job against Greece, though. Looks like the U.S. is slowly giving back Central America. Also, the U.S. at the same time is going after Peru and Argentina. They don't like that their friend Chile is being destroyed. Finally, there goes Mao. Uh-oh, fascist Argentina, Peru winning that war pretty big. I don't know if the USA is going to be able to do much, but they might start to try to take over South America. Oof, and there goes Germany. I thought Japan just like casually controls probably the most of the world. Oh, peace conferences. And they took over the biggest country in the world without even lifting a finger. There it is, Treaty of Berlin. Italy took wait, why did Italy take all this? What the? Dang, we really do have a Neo-Roman Empire. The French didn't want any of this? And for some oh, okay, I was gonna say, so Germany was forced to be democratic even though they still keep the same name, Socialist Republic of Germany. Look at this big old team right here. And then what are you doing, Churchill? Churchill's going after Iran now, and lots of plans to possibly attack Ukraine from Japanese Russia. The Finnish Supremacy League, is that what the faction's called? The USA is on the Treaty of Reciprocal Assistance. That seems like some doublespeak. Oh, Chile's back. Yeah, the Allies, they're a little too powerful. Well, there you go. It's 1943. Most of the world at this point is overwhelmingly democratic, and then for some reason they have their fascist friend Italy, Dino, who actually was much more successful than Mussolini, that's for sure. He's still in charge, man. This guy's the greatest fascist leader that's ever lived. Allied to the democracies and started a World War II. That population map mode looking weird and weird. Man, India got so much. Only pockets of communism left. Actually in Iberia, also the lowlands, and that expands to the Spanish and Portuguese as well as Netherlands. Oh, well, Indonesia's independent, but some of their colonies, and then Mongolia and Tannu of course, are communist still. Latvia was forced to give that uprising independence. That's crazy. And for some reason, Finland is just okay with dying because they allied to Iran after everyone declared war on Iran. So that is so smart of you guys. I guess so did Argentina, but they're gonna get blown up too. Gotta say, this was a very interesting world, and I'm sure if I come back to Hearts of Iron 4, it'll be even more crazy. So I might have to do that. If you want to see more, please subscribe, like the video, let me know if you liked it. I mean, it's been 4 years. Clearly, there's a lot of things I missed. And here are my patrons.
I finally escaped from Drew's basement.
Lucas, the Canadian Christmas trees.
Drew's Argentinian
North
grandpa,
Tyrol.
Douchebag.
Imperial Japan
Torino
flag is the
is
same as
best
modern
girl.
Japan.
Coil.
Please stop making this mistake. It's
Amateur
archaeology.
A fat normal.
Carmel S.
Connor Pavlik.
The beautiful Megan.
I
Frederick
can't sleep
Tiblin.
without
Inquisitor
Drew.
Zarius
Bear
Cameron.
Mexican
And
76.